Thank you. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Yeah, I saw Peter took you guys up there, so I'll try my best to keep you there, not to bore you. So the purpose of today, I'll just basically be able to tell you about FP&M Seta. I'll expect that you guys are going to give me questions so we can assist you. As we said, today you're here to learn, for you to know the career path and maybe think broader and be able to know that beside the qualification that they talked about, the doctors, the nurses, the TV presenters, there are still some things that we can basically focus on. As indicated, I'm from FP&M Seta, but to start, I just wanted to give a bit of an apology from my CEO. She's basically in another meeting from higher education. She might be popping in as the day goes by. So from there, I'll just start. From FP&M Seta, this is what we are. FP&M Seta was basically started in 2011 by the Honorable Minister of Higher Education to basically try to strengthen and link up qualifications and job opportunities so that we can basically have one set of companies that are actually working together. I will briefly give you some explanation regarding to those as we go on. And it was basically there to implement the NSDS3, National Skills Development Act, to basically know what people need in the country. Like today, you are here to learn what is needed and what's going to be the qualification that you're going to focus on. And also to support the initiatives that are done by the sectors. Why is FP&M Seta here today? We are basically here to expand your knowledge, expand your mind, make you aware, and basically focus on the youth, making that you guys know the opportunities and also grow the small companies, because of some of you are having small cooperatives and small businesses that you are not aware that are falling within us. Who from this side maybe is doing clothing at home? Is anyone doing clothing? Yes, that's one guy there. Who's actually fixing things at home like your furniture, your cabinets and all? You see? Thank you very much. That's basically, you belong within our sector. So we are here to make sure that your opportunities grow and we basically reduce the unemployment. So when you leave your school, there's something else that you can do from there. Seta and what we do. Basically, Seta is a training authority. When you're fixing that cabinet at home, you are not qualified. So we are there to actually give you the opportunity to get a certificate that you no longer fix the cabinet at home or the wardrobe at home. You can fix your neighbor's cabinet and be able to get paid for that. Doesn't anyone want to be paid for doing the work? You really want to get paid, right? So that's what Seta is there for, to actually give you the opportunity to be credible and have certificates that can show that you are actually like a doctor or someone else, but you are there, a doctor, to fix those wardrobes and fix those doors and fix those chairs. We have 13 subsectors that we deal with. Will be furniture, we're talking about clothing, talking about forestry and printing, we're talking about leather works. So you will see a number of companies out there to actually explain detailed about these opportunities that we have within there. These 13 sectors are basically, you can see them standing on their own, but are actually interlinked. Just to explain a few, everyone here knows forestry, right? Yeah, so most of you will see forestry as one thing that is standing there, but not realizing how much it links to other opportunities within the FP&M Seta. If you take forestry, that's one of our sector. From there, they will take those trees and basically break it down to become wood. Some of you are actually using it for fire, to braai, and others you break it down to come make a chair. You're looking at the leather breaks down to make shoes, to make clothes. Some people wear leather clothes. So this is where I'm talking about the holistically of 13 sectors linking to each other. Looking at textile goes to make clothes. So that's where we are to actually explain those opportunities. From the 13 sectors, still opportunities, as I indicated, to say they grow and they sometimes link up to other sectors as well. How do we achieve these goals? Basically, we sit down with the sectors and understand what is needed, so that we make sure that when you go to school, you don't do qualifications that tomorrow you find you don't get a job. So when you're here, when you're sitting with those people out there, you just need to understand that there are qualifications that are properly stabilized and linked to what you actually need to do. For instance, when I was talking about the wood and the furniture making, this is where we're checking how many furniture makers do we actually look into that, and we make a qualification specifically for that, so that when you finish, you actually have a job. Don't any one of you want to, after finishing qualification, to actually get a job and not stand on the street and asking for a job? You see, there's people that actually want to work after they finish their qualification, not to be a point of you get a qualification and you sit home with that. So this is where we're linking up to. So as I indicated, the qualifications that are linked to the opportunities that are within here, that's what we do each and every year. We sit down with the industry to find out what is needed and how we actually do. And those qualifications are called to scarce and critical skills. This is where we're saying how many qualifications actually are needed in the country. Before, you've heard about CAs and doctors, where they're telling you how many doctors are needed, and that's where you direct your studies towards the doctors. So now we're talking about qualification within our industry, like the machinist. We're talking about the material engineering technologist, process engineer, upholsters. That's where I was telling you too much about the wood. We talk about the pattern makers. This is where you're making your clothes. The jersey you are wearing, the shirt, someone actually designed that to be able to get it to be the clothes that you are wearing. We have opportunities linked to learnerships. This is basically what we do. All the Setas will have learnership, will have skills program, will have apprenticeships. So this is where you actually make your qualification a bigger broad, something that is used and get a certificate. So link up to that is where we're giving stipends for you to actually go from home to school to be able to study. We have also opportunities for people that finish qualifications. Like now you are still at school. After you finish here, you go to university. From there, we become as a Seta a bridge to link you to companies. Because of people say they want to get work experience, this is where we come and say, this is the money for you to actually get the work experience so that you can get a qualification. Because I believe most of you heard of people say, I have a qualification, but I don't have a work experience and they don't want to hire me, right? Yeah, so this is where we say to companies, please hire these students and we'll pay them the stipend that they need. Because if companies say they don't have money to pay you to learn, so we're giving them the money so that you can be able to learn. So basically from grade 9, we give opportunities to say, guys, try to work towards maths. We know not everyone's gonna like to do maths, but if you have an opportunity to do maths, please do your maths, because of it helps in other qualifications that are there. But then if you don't have your maths, you still have opportunity to know how to sew, know how to do your furniture, but you just have to have that basic maths that you need to be able to measure and cut wood and cut everything that needs to be done right there. As we go on like today, we give opportunities like having the career path knowledge. So we urge you that today, please don't go home without knowing each and every stand that is there, what they are doing and how they're doing it. Because of, in case things are not going the way you want, we need to have more knowledge of what is out there in the country. We have more projects that we're running. Maybe in the coming years we'll also be part of it. We have this David Lale project that is running. We had the story, the publishers' opportunities. People come here and say they want to be publishers. So we had a publishing program where people are going to learn and be able to show their books that they published. So as FP&M Seta, we do a couple of things that are needed by the community. So from there on, this is basically all the slides that I have. So I just wanted to know if there's any questions that can be addressed in your knowledge and what you need to know more from this.